يعطيكم العافية. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, 500,000 refugees. Let us discuss how can we reach 500,000 refugees that are distributed in a different worldwide borders in 2 years as an initial goal. Well, I think that we need a few years of work after a few months of planning, but it's impossible to make it. If one of your goals was the IFLA, the Instagram Facebook Likes Award, almost every state in Europe had passed many fatal wars during the last century, which explains the amount of hope and expectation of the affected people of war to get humanitarian assistance and help, even if the help was for a direct or an indirect interest for each state. After a long, exhausting year, 2015, of working at the Hungarian, Bulgarian, Croatian, Albanian, Macedonian, Turkish, and Greek borders, in addition to Palestine, Jordan, and Burma, we recognized the urgent need to manage this chaos. So we decided in 2016 to establish Seeds of Humanity organization as an official NGO, which increased our support of goods and emotions for refugees in that certain year. Our first official inclusive campaign was on April 17 at Athens, Greece. Why Greece? Because Greece is one of the states that contains a huge amount of stuck refugees. Their Seeds of Humanity rented 5-floor buildings. A 5-floor building, which contains a huge distributing hall for nutrition, hygiene packages, clothes, and shoes, with a small backyard for children's workshop. The second floor was for secretary and psychology support. The third floor was for games, videos, small library for kids, and my optometry clinic beside the physiotherapy clinic. The fourth floor was for medical staff, including triage, family doctor, pediatric, gynecology, internal medicine, and 5 dental clinics. The fifth floor, which is the -1, a huge storage floor. After our campaign, April 17, we had received a huge amount of calls, WhatsApp messages, and emails from different nationalities and different specializations asking to use our building, of course, taking into account the Greek government and our organization policies and laws. Nowadays, as Firas mentioned, we had reached 500 volunteers. The main reason and the main way how we got it, because one policy that we put. The policy, I'm quoting the policy, the main and the last part of every campaign is that we must publish via Facebook, SMS, and WhatsApp messages to our donators and supporters every bill and every invoice for transparency. Guys, after April 17, we had received thousands of applications that want to join our organization, so that we qualify the new campaign managers and the new participants in order to run 10 campaigns in a single month. So that while Firas and I are here at this stage, there are 4 separated teams at this moment are working on the Jordanian-Syrian border. Inside Palestine, actually, unfortunately, is our default refugee camps in Gaza and the West Bank, in Turkey, and in Greece. And in order to complete our Greece system, we are offering the refugees educational courses, hairdressing courses, tailoring skills, and soon Seeds of Humanity School in Greece. According to the UNHCR, in 2017, the refugees around the world had reached 65 million refugees around the world. 22 million of them are children. 4.8 million of them are Syrian. So, if Seeds of Humanity organization had reached 500,000 of them among 2 years, simply we need 130 healthy organized and healthy managed NGOs on earth, and the crisis of refugees is behind us. But wait, before we start solving the world's problem, let us ask ourselves a few questions. First, why? Why we leave everything behind us? Why it's too easy to leave our own life that we had designed? Simply, why with this huge love and huge enthusiasm I closed my optometry clinic for 1 or 2 weeks in order to volunteer? Well, guys, when I'm asking myself these questions, I feel satisfied. Guys, I discovered the main reason why my amazing team and I are existing on this earth, which is full of humanitarian disasters, exactly like our Palestinian question. Even by arranging priorities for each campaign, we're feeling like we're solving problems that's 70 years old, like safety, food, healthcare, psychological care, meds, and questions like, what do we need? Where are we going? And what must we do until we know where we are going? Another inspiring thing that's inspiring my soul and keep whispering in my ear is that quote for genius amazing man, who said, the best charity is that when you give it while you fear poverty. This amazing man was the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. There with the refugees, we are all white, clean creatures. You do there a good and great things without any charge. Simply, you are practicing your own self, your true soul, your humanity. Your humanity that the routine of the daily life is suppressing it day by day. With the refugees, we see our Nakba 1948 in a live stream, and not just such a documentary for 45 minutes. Being there is not about starring, and not about solidarity and sympathy, because we are also refugees. We are part of this catastrophe. So we are sharing the same pain and the same suffer. Guys, with the refugees, we started. And with the refugees, we are until the end of this crisis, or until the end of us. Thank you. Thank you.